They no say we clean. But to make us look bad, they need to tell the world this. It affects us well, well. On that day, I go tell the whole world what did happen, what did me personally suffer.
All right, they say if they look for something where they say concern God, you go find out for Bible. They say if you find the eye of fish, at the edge you go. So for me, when it comes to football matter, I know they like sit down for roadside, they listen to what all these roadside vendors they talk. I always like to go discuss with the person who say, nah, all of us give the mandate, say, look, take the Ibiokpo, maybe they lead us, they go cross this Red Sea like Moses. And no person control football like the president of the Nigerian Football Federation. And man will say, Sabi, don't set many records, break many records, set history. Even dogs, they shout when they hear say, Naim, I want to talk to. I'll tell you the level of the person will say, I get upset with me today. For inside this discussion, so get many questions. Some not go fine, some go fine. But some of the things will say, some people they misinterpret. We just want to find solution to that. I get upset with me, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Mr. Amaju Melvin Pinnick. Presido, how far your side?
Hello. Well, if you don't turn down for a bunk,
Yes, so I don't reach your bunk today. We say more come your house now. My people as na this, so forget say we sit down here. The food where they keep in a pyramid. It pass the pyramid where for Sudan and for Egypt. But more leave the food first. You know, you better call a buffet abi. I want a sakata. They give us sakata more shops. So when I cool down, my crew go party. They go talking food. But more talk about football. President, how they be running Nigerian football, running your business, managing your family? How they do you?
Now what you say you want to do now? You know, so when you mark say you want to do this, you go pray, give God. God goes okay, I give you the direction. But not be small thing, you know. But with the manager, when they do them small they go, you know, because it's not easy at all. Because some people just see you say, man, not to buy you in their mind. Some people you look and say, not to make sure say where you climb go so, not to cut your leg, me not very so.
Why be safe for this Nigerian? If you dey for ground, like you dey sleep on that bridge, you dey roadside, nobody go send you. The day where you just wake up, say God just on switch, may your sun just dey shine, may light just dey for your side, everybody just dey fine for you. Dey wake up sometimes if you say people just dey cook up hatred for you.
And you don't say you just you dey see and koro, not be you dey see and life, not be anything what they do. If they not put my name, not the sweet. My name be like salt for food. So they must put time. Amaju Pinnick do this, Amaju Pinnick do that. One day what the LMC do just now, me I don't even know nothing about them. They say, I don't chop $300,000, I don't do this. Then later they can't say nothing. How to take on say waiting they don't talk. They're not fit to do them like that again. So but we thank God, you see the truth be say if you don't can your line say now what you want to be this. And you they pray towards say you want to do. You know what, we're not the retreat now. We're not the surrender. And you say we're not the take last. That's what they do. Because nothing what they don't do, we will never see. Nothing. You see that Patriarch somebody they say a bully back. This is what people like that song.
No, Nigeria song with that.
Nigeria. So now those kind of things, we don't see things, we don't tire. So nothing they move us again. That's the truth. We don't see them. You see the good news we see if you grow up Owafi, your foundation. They say nobody fits. If they give you one kind of mind, say, oh, now go fit try you, but you not go feel overthrow. That's what Owafi be.
That's true. So more will take us step by step. When you come in after the 2014 World Cup, Nigerian football been the go up. It come like say the plane just crash. Everything just disappear for radar, everything just bad. But based on say, according to the story that time, say you be Megari anointed son. Everybody got the expect say you suppose like probe the account to show everybody you can't go bring PwC come, they call audit the account. You can start afresh from the beginning. Since that time too, we also get exchange of government the following year. Not be the way things supposed to be. The economy for the world not also take too good again. Before you come in, for instance, Nigerian football they get subvention from government between 180 million to 240 million every month. All of a sudden you enter nothing. Everything you enter kakaraka kokoroko like that. How you take manage? Because Nigerian football no go wait. Competition day under 17, women football, men football, everything day. How you take manage, take survive, razzle yourself? And you see, get sports minister where they fight you that time. How you take razzle yourself together, do all these things? Because sometimes, and because we need to give record, we need to set the record straight. Now everybody say, how much you don't shop money? How you take do all those things?
Where the money they chop? Before I talk there, I make I won't give you one example. About 3 weeks ago, I did go budget defense for National Assembly. Joseph Yobo Day office, he can't tidy up his contract paper. Because Joseph, where? Say he came to see me, President came to see, I said, Joseph, Aiteo Motor. He called Aiteo Motor. We can't go budget defense together. He sit down there. After the budget defense, now I can't come, go connect, say, President. So for 1 year, now 900 million. Now be NFF budget. I said, no, see, I'm not be him, but now they see for years. So. But even that, not be everything. They fit the release give us, depend on the economy. Not be only also. Everybody say, They say, but you know, say one Super Eagles match, only one. It cost 200, 300 million. And we get 13 national teams, including the under 17, under 13, under 15. Say, wow, now Joseph, you when I call the defenders. So people know they know all those things until they're coming. Now, when I start, like you said, they were receiving money, you know, everything was smooth, the economy was good. Then get the naira to dollar, you know, was 140 something, you know. So technically, every month, if you put the money that they get out there, like over $1 million.
Yeah.
Every month, which they go feel you still do plenty things, which they did. You know what I'm not going to tell you say they not do, you know. But when we come in, of course, you know, the dollar at the point can reach 500.
Yeah.
Then our subvention can drop to like, the first came to 110, then later came to 90 million. Which can be like saying $200,000 to run all these things. People don't understand them. They say, Nigeria, they go play Guinea tomorrow. Government, they give you money. Government, they give you money. Now from that subvention, now they use. It was only under special intervention. For example, when they go World Cup. For example, when they go Nations Cup. You know, under 17, they go World Cup. All those from there. Now you go right to government. Government go look and see where we take them from. Because they get vote. It's a responsible government too. Service-wise vote. From there they go approve them. When I go. And everything the way they write them, captured like that. So, but when I come in like you talk, all the sponsors don't take off.
Yeah.
Glow, don't write to us that time. Guinness, write to us that time. Adidas, we just win Nations Cup the previous year. Adidas also sent 20 years contract with us. Adidas don't take off. Everybody don't bang. The day when I cry for office, now the day when the general secretary then bring later come give me say, make a sign, say Nigeria won't go buy jersey or won't go play one match. Buy jersey from Adidas. $25,000, I think I remember. I say me day Nigeria, I don't for my.
Yeah.
Now be waka. We first start with Adidas, so nowhere me not go. I go meet the former FIFA president because Adidas deal with FIFA. In one of our discussions, I beg and say, I beg, talk to these people. I come on and say, why Adidas can't they take off? But now story for another day. Adidas not agree. I can't go Puma. We take a year for Puma. I'm not talker. No kind of story. We are not here. Who won't go meet again? Kappa. I can't look at Nigeria, a very big country. I can't pray. It's okay. Nike, they say also, I will get this Nike. I'll be small worker. My counterpart for the US Soccer Federation, he talk with, involve ex-internationals we did because Nike did with us ages ago. And some people did Nike still like then JJ you know.
Yeah.
And suppose our players then too, you know. So I can't bring all of them together to whip up sentiment. Use Gulati, the president of the US Soccer Federation, then to talk to. And can say, okay, we go come, but we're not giving her 1 naira, but we'll give her everything. We say, I bet that won't do us. Tie the contract to specific benefit. If, for example, we win this World Cup, under 17 World Cup, we're not going to give us this. If we win this, so if you look at what Nike come bring, the value was over $1 million. The value of the kits, in case you go market. So you can rightly say Nike give us. So we celebrated it, and we give them that. Anything they want to do, we're not going to do, we go. And Nike an organization, we say they understand everywhere that they work. If they work on Nigeria, they understand what the Nigerians like. They work on Israel, they understand what Israeli like, you know. They want flexibility.
Yeah.
And they told us from day one. So now we're going to get Nike, and the God will save us for there. Then we start working again. Enter Nigerian breweries. When their competitors say they don't go. Enter Aiteo. We call it different companies. At the point, we don't reach 65% of our self-funding. Before that man come, start to give us big from the beginning. You know, that will come make all of us look bad. Make the fight so dirty. Make them look at us saying, only we be the only we did this world. But thank God, we they go, we they come. They don't say anything. Because the truth is, say, we like the game. You know from birth. Yeah. Say, nobody go tell you I don't like football. Nobody go tell you I don't merit where I did. You know, because I not jump, go there and start. Second vice chairman, Delta Football Association. First vice chairman, Delta Football Association. Chairman, Delta Football Association. Executive chairman, Delta State Sports Commission. And all of this, God one, we perform.
Yeah.
So not be say, you're not going to tell me I'll be fluke president and know within day. So all those are things we come put together. At that point, when that man started begin, we don't get one airline, one automobile company, and one telco. We don't ready to come. If we get these 3, we don't need government again. At that time, they start to write this agency will write this, write that. So the company can say, wait, we spend our money now, they call warriors. Okay, we're not going to do it again.
Oh.
That's the name be the wala. So we can't beg them, nothing we not do. Carry jersey, go give them, carry players, go meet them. We do a lot. But you see, the truth be say, they no say we clean. But to make us look bad, they need to tell the world this. It affects us so well. On that day, I go tell the whole world what did happen. What did me personally suffer. You know, but we thank God. Say, this place here, family call meeting, say, Amaju, you don't try it, we don't clap for you. Leave this thing. 1 naira you need to make for you. I've been NFF President 6 years now. Accommodation, Megeri, they collect 13 million naira. Calculated with 13 million naira, with dollar na 140, 150. Almost $90,000. Every year for accommodation. Now I right to collect them. No, it's not be right. Now I right. Because executive committee approve for her. Till today, 1 naira NFF give me my accommodation. Not say because say I get money, I too get money. But because say if I take that kind of money from there, we need money to take do other things. NFF, I not get official car till today. Because if every year they get capital budget for car, they don't tell me tires. I said no. Under 17 not get bus, under 20 not get bus. I call the driver get cars. I carry one of my car from here, go Abuja, and they pay my driver, and I mean they do. But now me na the cost pass. Do you understand? So I know so many things, even the extra code they collect. As you collect them, one ex international, one person get problem, so they give them, that's what they do. So because the fact you see, now they like when you like the football, now you take it. Not say because you won't come, because there's nothing. There's nothing. Now very difficult this thing with day. If say we get environment where pure, by now we don't pass that 100%. If we don't even give other association do. If we don't involve SWAN, involve everybody, give everybody better do. What now the mentality of this country, where you say Why be saying Amaju Pinnick did it? We must bring her down. We must bring her down. Now the mentality, not just that mentality of hate from nowhere. Like one particular guy come from my place. If you hear my name, he be like say they take needle to sugar. If you hear the name, bam, today na this, today na that, today na this, today na that. But they ready for the small. All of us will meet for different places. And I cut now. So when they don't do their own finish, we will start our own. Because it's not easy.
True.
We look and see, for when I enter, nobody recognize Nigeria. How you go say Nigeria as big as Nigeria? No global recognition. I fight the battle where carry journey, come Nigeria. Make them understand that this is a footballing country. Today, the respect in Nigeria get not be small. Look at the number of Nigerians who for strategic position for FIFA and CAF. By God's grace, Namidwa.
So, we could move into some of this whole matter. Recently, you are now saying FIFA don't give palliative money, how they go share them, and then one news just go out, oh, this money, how they want to share them, women football. At the same time, you also, drag two FIFA forward. They used to call it a Go project, but they say now FIFA forward project now. One for Kebbi, one for Delta, where anybody, I come from Warri, I'm the original Warri boy, I grew up in Warri. FIFA matter, the only thing we concern football where they don't bring on Warri, now women football, where they play one time for Warri. After that, it just like so we just produce talent, they'll use that for that place, but then if you use that for our place. But you don't bring a project, it could just do that for life. It could do that for life, it could give people hope, especially the riverine area. Based on say, I be waterside boy too. How you take do them? How you take convince people and say, and then Nigeria say, now this place, this thing's good day.
The Go project is now waiting they put for remote places. And then there's a politics they involved, plenty politics. The politics of which they talk out.
Yeah.
So, but you just thank God say one day Kebbi, which is very key. Then one day Uborodo, because if the entire riverine area, nobody gets stadium. Which no Roman riverine boy.
I know, Patani.
All the blessing all of them all those different places they for come. Joe Yimofe, all on a riverine boys, but they not get stadium. And you get one tournament where they at Mulade, one the job boy they always organize for that place. So I mean the fool. Now when I go to tournament once, when I see crowd, they play for that stadium, it be like Sierra Leone Stadium.
Yeah.
So it be like the pitch. If you say ball they bounce, it be like a cattle ranch. Now me say no, we better pass this one. Says I beg my members, say I won't carry this and go this side. They say, President, say anything we ask us we will do. They approve her. Then I write to FIFA. FIFA said we could justify why we want to put on there. I said the place, not be small thing, between 25 to 30% of Nigeria's oil wealth are there for come. That place get airport, that place get, but will not get field. And they get many villages. If you put all of that together, and about 300,000 people live for that place. They play this tournament, send pictures, everything. FIFA send people go there, we do. We did the project for over 2 years before finally they call agree. Now the work don't start. By March, by God's grace, all of us go to the commissioner. And that project don't come stay.
So we could shift away from football some more. More talk about Amaju. Say a lot of people, all they talk about, I know you for like over 30 years. But all they talk about Amaju, a lot of people will know you now from Sports Commission, NFF President, even DFA itself. I'm not sure, say, because I remember if I see to people, you talk about DFA, Oceanic Bank FA Cup, where I play in, and all those things. I'm like, is that Amaju Dwam? When he take Dwam? Let's talk about Amaju. From when they born you, how you grew up.
It's a Legbetter TV radio.
I be full worry boy. I be full now worry about me.
I better explain that story.
Number 20 in series streets. Off Okboru, off Upper. And then Noma maternity they born me. Noma maternity they born everybody for worry those days. All the Ivy League, Noma maternity or one they call Western Hospital.
Western Hospital or General Hospital?
No, General Hospital now for the two hospitals where they were at Noma maternity. Madam Ele Miriwane, Chief Ele Miriwane, and Midwest Hospital waiting for OP. You know, say a strong worry. You know, I delivery born everybody those days. Now one missionary in that Midwest hospital. So now worry for born me the 1st December 1970. From there, Congo, all my father's children, because my father was an Anglican and a polygamous man, he had many wives. Let me say.
All of us are the same.
But the beauty about my father's own family, we say we dey close knit. We not dey fight. If all my father property till today, my father don't die 38 years now, till today. Everything they there, everything organized. You not gonna know which one with the same mama, the same papa for my family. That's what we be. You know. So and we like ourselves very well. So I born from there, 1976, Aiteo Primary School. It was St. Andrew's Primary School, St. Andrew's Anglican Church, St. Andrew's Primary School, but later I come in Mo. Then they moved. Then 1982, just before my father died, I called Aiteo College. I called the Aiteo College. I repeat one year I failed. I know the other one. I shame man die. 1986. I was supposed to go from 5. My master would die. They say my pass was very weak. Say no, you must repeat this class. I want me son Waje. I don't say I go do something for him. I won't buy one car for him. I might GC day, I might party tomorrow. Even Miss Ogahu, all of them, all my teachers for secondary school, I relate with them. Even on the 1st, I go fit invite to my mom. I come see what I do for college. The day I'll be 50. I built a football field for college with sitting terrace. I built my volleyball court. I was a very key member of the volleyball team in college. Then my from one block, now only 2 block. I did 1G. I be average student. If you know book when I did 1A, 1B, 1C, I did 1G. Then you get 1O that time because now school now free that time.
College now my school.
Mm-hmm. So I do all those things. So I don't beg the governor. Say on the 1st, I want hand over all these things. So we do my foundation, Brian Foundation. We want hand over and to government. So now college, I go college mean a lot to me. Because the school now model me. I was the school debater in school. Now you always talk. What's I be talk so I was the. Anytime I go debate, no sooner second you go come when you see college. When you see me, you listen me. That's what we be that time. Yeah, from there I got to University of Benin. Struggle. Come out with a very good grade. University of Benin. Then do pockets of courses here and there, you know, equipping myself. But I just make up my mind, so I don't want to work for anybody from the beginning. Yeah. When I did university, I done the hustle already. I done the do shows, you know. Now the university, I was the head of a club called Villan, Varsity Live Award 9. So we're bringing, now we do the biggest shows for University of Benin. That time, you know, with Shino Peters, Twice, Blackie, the biggest one we do na fella, you know. Anybody there in bank will tell you, say, buy bike, they give us money every day, 200 naira, you know. So people don't know all these things, but we don't live like that. Then even NYC in Abia State, fortunately I can't go there go marry, you know. Set up my company that time, AMP Ventures, Amaju Melvin Pinnick. Because I never ever wanted to work for anybody. I don't talk say I go hustle myself. Because I don't see what if you do as an entrepreneur, you know. So at that level, with this that the company then I also the hustle for contracts because I'm military regime. You know, Fireboy, you go this one, Temejo, you go this one, Olubolade for Bayelsa State. Any contract we just get that time, either you supply cement, you supply this, you know. So then my uncle later, Mozajijala, get marine company. I come to some kind of training that I come say, man, not be small pepper they decide. So in 1999, 2000, I come set up Brown Hill. And when I set up Brown, you go laugh, die, sir. My guy, Efe, Orioma, we they call him bad lefty those days. If he take you, you go stand for ground. Heavy lefty of your the same place nowadays. If he did London, all of us they burn all of us together. So I can't go meet Efe. If they do some kind things were not clear, but he will die. Because if it's money we also, we take item money, we just buy one badge. Now we start this business. And the rain that time, if you get one badge that time, $1,500 they pay you.
Outumana.
Tell and say, if they come say, okay, we'll go do, we set up the company, we remove MP Ventures. MP Ventures was not registered, but now you can the hustle that time. It's okay, ready. He say, but which name we will give the company? I can say, okay, we go think the name. Call car, but make I go. There I stay with one of my friends. They call Benny Grant for Palimo Road for Kensal Green for London. This was in 2000. He can't call cab on me. The cabman call us and say, where am I coming to? He say Brown Hill Street. Now be the name where Brown Hill take comes.
Oh.
As he just talk that one, let me say, this name is sweet for mouth too. Now this company we go use. Now be the Brown Hill. Brown Hill, there's a street called Brown Hill in Casford. Now we take settle, now we take start. So, but at the end of the day, if you not gonna do, only me, that time you will hustle back, the rent and take get this thing, you get small thing. If I can't get my own, buy my houseboat, tugboat, badges, like that, you know. They lease suffers, they do all those things. Now we take start the business. Or we come branch into engineering, construction, get the technical partners, do that one. Then when my mama died about 10 years ago, so how the way come to the organization, they come from Lagos, carry big market. The kind of money we pay. Then my wife comes say, "Show that your land within a shell, a very good land. Why we not just take and do market, do events? I know better events that they worry that time now. All of them small. I say no. See my business what I do now. He said no. Leave that one. He said this one they go, they bring small thing. This is my wife na Igbo. Why is die? Anyway, now we take start Brown Hill Coliseum. That one Brown Event Center that time. We can't say the place can't dey rush. Why can't they want to say why will not do one show? You do show for University of Benin now. Why will not do? Now we take start. Come and say now be small people did the thing to come bring and do carry and come Lagos. They take all blow, you know. So now we take they do the 16th edition on the 4th of Warri.
What's the name of the show?
The Warri Again show now. Awafi. Now to promote, just say me, you know like Warri reach me. Nobody for the life like Warri reach me. Never body. No.
This one.
They never listen to the story.
This one.
Now like
big fight.
I beg yesterday.
This one.
You leave that story.
No, you're not feeling with me for this one.
You like Warri pass me.
I be original.
Not be original. You like Warri pass me.
I love Warri. I don't like Warri. I love Warri. I'm in love with Warri.
My wife.
My wife say they tell me say the only problem which you get with me na football and Warri.
The only one when I get na Warri. I not get any other problem.
Football, my own football.
We say Warri centrism. Now we fall learning. As this year be rich, they say we come to Warri again for Lagos. I say no, only one choice I get. Warri. If you go straight to do for sick college, you go know say my mind did that time.
I agree.
When I enter that town and they pay me when I see things. Warri before Paradiso. When you go Viva Mexico, and only the beach come and only Oyibo, you know. Lost Corner. No. Our Warri sweet, Auntie's Kitchen. Now Jolly Rogers. If you know you call Warri. Miami Hotel, Rolly Hotel. You know the group Warri those days.
Just tire me.
But we thank God to see alive. You know when we get hope, we will bring them back to that same vibe.
We'll try. So let's talk about the FIFA palliative, the grants. How will they work? Now every month FIFA they give grants to federation. Abi now once in a year or once in 3 years.
Now once in a year, FIFA they do what's called forward. After World Cup, FIFA they make about almost between 4 to 6 billion. Now when Gianni come, he say this money not be for bank, this money not for football development. Under Blatter, now 250k they give member nations every year. You can't say no. One of the campaign promises we say no. It will be $750,000 for infrastructure, then $500,000 for operations, organization, like to pay salaries of coaches, technical director, your general secretary, your administration, and also to women's football get 50k, they youth football, they do and so you go use them. You know, so from time to time they come and say people need more, they can't change them to the other way to 750 for operations, 500 for. So the money we don't save since we all say we don't want to touch our money. So our money we save now they do these 2 projects. So
wow.
The money we save from FIFA now we just take they do these 2 projects. So next year, we won't try to do for Southwest or Ogbomoso. You know, we are working towards doing one in Ogbomoso.
So the NFF, they're responsible for 13 national team, under 13, under 17, the women's team, the men's team, up until Super Eagles. And you get sponsors like Coca Cola. We signed in 2018 5 years deal, $4 million. You get Zenith Bank, you get Aiteo, and a few other sponsors. And just now, GAC Motors just joining. Walk us through the process of negotiating with all of these individual sponsors and how they come in. What are the now? All of them, the way they say 4 million, because you talk about Nike, just like saying $1 million they give now, but now in equipment, not
VIK, value in kind. But now Nike they give us compensation.
Okay, so all of these other sponsors too, may not be like say Coca Cola signed $4 million with the same for paper, but now $4 million worth of drink.
No. Coca Cola on $800,000. That's what they pay. So what comes to the NFF net is about 600 and something because of the consultancy. But the consultancy, what you should understand, they're not them. They tidy up the arrangement between Coca Cola and NFF. We don't have any business with Coca Cola. Now then they hold. Now then they do the brand and they do it quite a lot. You know. So all our sponsors have a consultant. Because if you get consultant, we not get consultant. It's in line with also the best global practices. So it's always very difficult when you interface directly. Because I will not get time. We won't go there, we won't go ask them for money, we won't go do all those things. So it's a very difficult and very tough task. You know, I think in Africa, and I think that Nigeria can get most sponsors pass. So it's very, very difficult. You know, but we're targeting a telco in the next few months. We were unveiling a telco. We just get an auto company now. So we're also targeting an airline. Then we're also targeting an electronics company too. So, you know, so those are the specific areas you don't just go carry Aiteo, you carry Shell, or carry this. You don't get Aiteo, you can't near all those people again.
Yeah.
You don't get GAC, you can't near Mercedes, you can't near anyone again. You must also respect the contract, and the consultant make sure they respect every article in that contract.
Okay, so you just mentioned some of these things in passing now. The money, you get $900,000 for a whole year.
900 million.
Okay, 900 million.
The budget is about 1.1, but what's called budget performance, we say now waiting net they come to now.
Yeah.
Waiting net they come meet us.
So you have now why I ask this question? You have coaches across all national teams. How do you now manage one Super Eagles game is 250 to 300 million? How do you now manage to play all of these games, the friendly matches, return tickets, the qualifiers, before the main tournament where they'll give you extra fund? How do you manage to do it?
No, we pull resources together from all these our sponsors. We pull it together. Then, like at times, if we need intervention, we'll go meet government, but lately we've not been able to. That's the truth, because government get a lot of challenges. The only thing I've always preached to the government is that may them make everywhere borrow for us, may them make everywhere soft for us, create the enabling environment. And my forte be that I go make sure say we get 100% self-funding. That's not the way I don't preach since. Not be my dreams that they go meet government for money. Make government just give us that protection, create an enabling environment. We go make sure say we will run this thing. You know, because football supposed to run its own. Football get money everywhere in football now, you know. So if it did like that, so people should also understand that we go fit live on our own. Of course, we go fit.
We cannot
beat my chest, they say how many days. But we need that, not be the one they do today. This agency is inviting you. This one, they come there, invite you. You see, all what they do is deliberately to puncture some of the things that we're able to achieve. Otherwise, by now, we go down there where we did. NFF, make I tell you, as president of NFF, I'm not going to tell you that there's no advantage. There's a lot of advantages. I don't have a filling station like this. Somebody else call, hey, this guy, you are doing so well. I like the way you talk. I will pay for your fuel. If I go company now, for example, I go Nappings. Before I take Jack Robinson, I don't reach the GGM office. Do you understand? In the open way, to me, that's what all this kind of public service you should enjoy. Not directly, because when people see that you are doing well, they do well. It will open doors for you in other areas. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But to them, they say 900 million. You get 900 million. How you want to charge that money? You understand? I tell you, say, if you put all the money I don't forfeit now, I pray say one day and also make calculate that money. 6 years, calculator, even if it's $75,000 a year for 6 years, that's almost $400,000. That's over 200 million. If I want to collect that money to it, now just to write, it's legitimate money, it's my money. I'll be giving that money. If I say car, fuel, well, I did travel to Abuja. You don't know how much flight it costs.
Yeah.
Me and my PA at times. NFF I buy my ticket one day. All this I tell you, you be investigative journalist and go find out. But I like football. And you see, like I was telling somebody every day, not everything that they do now the president know. President mean well. But not be everything he do. You don't know everything now.
No.
So you're not going to say because of that Nigeria is a bad country. No. I don't agree. That's why you see me, anywhere they talk or internationally, now Nigeria they project first. You see that award, that's Nigeria is the best country, whether you like it or not. To me, Nigeria be like sugar. Put up for my too sweet. In spite of all the waiting, there's nowhere in this world, even the most livable cities in the world, Vancouver, Vienna. Why Vienna level keep people 3-4 weeks ago? You understand? Vancouver, Adelaide, Melbourne, all of them get black spots. Not everybody be pastor, everybody get their own Chris people for that, all those areas too. And so life be.
That's true. So more center on General Rohr. After we play the match for Benin, from 4-0 to 4-4, we go Sierra Leone, we draw. Everybody. First off, the minister come out with one tweet, say go do the needful. Then everybody say sack General Rohr. And then another thing, people going to talk about target. The first contract where you sign, we would employ General Rohr after we not qualify for Nations Cup back to back. Now, true say the target now for us to win Nations Cup.
No.
And then now, this pressure says sack General Rohr. What will be the implication if truly say okay, the push comes to shove, you decide to sack General Rohr? What will be the implication financially and even our qualification?
You see, there are a lot of things. You get with it's a very complicated issue. You get many to know if you talk.
Okay.
Many very, very complicated issue. But the thing I go tell you, I say, only say, resign. Only say assistant will say not consign us. Now he carry and come. He resigned. The guy wrote to us that we should pay him compensation. We say we not sack you, we bring you come now. The guy carry us go court for Belgium. He win case. FIFA deduct close to 300, if not more than $300,000 from my account. Only yesterday, FIFA came out with a policy of protection of coaches. Not be coincidence. You see, the truth be say, like I was telling somebody, you see, there's our people we call live ball.
Yeah.
Will live ball die for this country? Somebody just say, I dey protect General Rohr. That thing will consume you. That thing will do this or that thing will do that. Saying the truth, not be saying it will consume you. If you look what happened for Benin, I dey get the technical report today. When I get technical report, I go review am. If we need to enhance the capacity around him, if we need to do a lot more scouting, a lot more analysis, now human being, and not the defender. Even General Rohr go surprise that they talk about land like this. Because me and they agree, will be 5 and 6. We know they agree because are they on his tools 24 hours. But you don't go to say, somebody asked me a question for that interview yesterday, say, how do I assess his performance? How do I assess General Rohr? Let me ask and say, when Pfizer get cure for coronavirus, how they do developer? It's not technology and science. I say, what will be science? Science is that which is observable. You see and koro. Abi?
Yes.
I say so. If you want judge General Rohr now, if you just say he's a good coach, that's subjective. There's no data to show say a good coach or a bad coach. The only data we get is say he don't play 53 matches.
Win 44.
He don't play 53 matches. Win 29. Lost 10 and draw 14. You're not going to say that kind of person a bad coach now. Do you understand? And not be tertiary team he win. No. He win Argentina. He draw with Brazil. When Algeria not beat anything for how many years, he beat them. He beat Cameroon 4-0 here, go draw with them for yonder. He qualified for World Cup with a game to spare. Do you understand? So you have like say your pikin notebook they go some kind call they happen, you can't go through one. You say what happen because me no say you notebook.
Yeah.
What happen? Make we try do one like this because you just need to manage him. Because my fear now be say if the man decide based on all those tweets people they send say Nigeria na danger for me now, I don't want to come again. Money where we go pay. Because you've endangered his life by threatening him. That be small. I know what in there happen. Me know what in there. Another coach we say I don't want to mention his name. Now Nigerian coach this time. It not concern my regime, but we paid about $240,000 as compensation. This kind of time will not get money. Now you start getting a draw. You go pay salary from now till January 2023. That's now one. You go pay what's called all the allowances. You go assume say between now and then you win all the matches. You can pay all the match bonuses from now and then. You can pay compensation as damages. You can pay under. I see all the list. At the end of the day, you can part with about $3 million. Then there's political implication. We are not want to talk. That one I put on my mind. So you see, the truth is say I'm not the supporter. If you do bad, I will tell you do bad. I go tell you say you do bad. I'm not tell you see the way me I react that day for the field. I vex where I do everything. He pay me, I cry now. But what you will go do? And not because we just wake up on the side and get a We did a lot of consultation. We consult with the ministry, we consult with lawyers, consult with then me, we got to take an opinion poll. We just talk to like 10 people. 8 of them say, no man, I leave him now, the guy do this guy. At the end of the day, what we go do? So maybe we know they look at like that, say, you know, because at the end of the day, coach is not human being. You use brain, you chase this one, come out now. Which one can come meet you again? So Nigerian coaches, no one can leave very ceremoniously. If you look at from Westhoff to Manfred Horner, all of them to Bonfrey Joe, you know, to
Amaju
Lababat, all of them, catch all of them, they leave Bora, all of them, they leave unceremoniously. They are human beings now. Do you understand? You see, even my workers, if they tell me, say, oh, they want to bring their this, they say they want to move on, and they do groove for them. And they, because you don't know tomorrow, that worker will drive like this, so can't be MD of one company where you need.
That's true.
You drive Genotron today now. Maybe brother can be FIFA president. Maybe one thing can happen, you can't need them. So I always believe in having good relationship with people. Me and you, they fight every now, they deck ourselves every day now. Not be them house, you go eat Banga Superstar just now. If you don't like me, you go eat my food. So people should understand all this mentality. See, so they pay me because Nigerians like ball way. So I'm gonna leave beg, I beg them people. More than see reason with me. I've been a son, I've been a brother, I've been a pikin. Make we manage this guy. Make we build capacity around that. We will come out with other method. You go see the game against Lesotho.
So as we round up, we get Lesotho to play. What will be the targets for Genotron going forward?
I know they give target. You see me, I know they put pressure on that pressure. I know they give target. Because what do you give target for? If you will put down for your contract, say, take us to quarterfinals, and he doesn't, you cannot sack him based on that, based on FIFA rules. You do not sack coaches based on sporting deficiency or inadequacy. So, and they know that the coaches know all those rules pass you.
True.
So I know they give target. I also work with them in ensuring that we get our promised land.
So let's focus on CAF presidency. There's no way we will talk to you when we talk about that, because I always say now CAF presidency make they sack me for radio, but thank God say they sack me, you know, see why I did that. Ahmad, when you start to campaign for Ahmad, it is so strong that at first they just call all of us like, no, CAF, it's here to our man, no, it's here to do this for Nigeria. It's just like say they spread the message, give every sports editors and station owners. So I just shook my head, put say no, my brother, where my brother they go now they go. I know where the fire they. Ahmad can win. Your right hand man. All of a sudden, it come like so Natuke no don't go bang like this. Now this man, Patrice, for South Africa, now you don't support. What do you see for Ahmad that time? What make you support her? what you can see for him where you can't come out, and what you they see now for practice where make you believe say this guy go do well. You not think say you they make another mistake again, the kind way we say Ahmad turn out to be. Explain that part.
It's all support Ahmad. I've run that time, but I don't even get the. I'm not eligible. You must take CAF ESCO to run that time. Ahmad na person say bring his chest out. He come meet me for my room for Cairo once. I deal with some of our team. Let me tell him I go make him president. All these friends we deal with him, so nobody deal with him. He know. We see related tomorrow. But you see, everything when I tell him say make we they do according to our electoral promises, he can't deviate. He can't deviate. If you look and so, all the names that they mention for CAF, they ever mention my name. I was, that's why I was a solve problem. Before the court said, man, this guy is getting too powerful. Let us bring him down. The honest now God now they leave person. So I go leave Ahmad doing like that. So you don't go expect me at that point. When I tell you, say, Muku do all that, and everything when I tell him, all don't come to pass. Everything. You know, I'll not be soothsayer. But I told him everything, and this is how it's going to be. Today, everything will come to pass. It hurts me because Ahmad himself is not a bad person. But when he started making some new friends, and those friends overwhelmed him, he decided to dump his original friends. I know somebody is watching worry. God not asleep.
No.
Trust me, he is not a bad person. But when he started making new friends that overwhelms him, that make him feel say, man, who will follow this guy? These same people, now me make them. I remember one of them, they want to make a second vice, they don't want to make a vice. Now me say, Ahmad, I die. This guy join us. This guy not there with us. This guy must be. You know how many settle quarrel between Ahmad and different people? Ahmad with Kwesi, Ahmad with Suleiman Jibiri, Ahmad with Bility. I was solving problem. That's the way us want to come throw you down. Now be waiting. But we thank God because God knows your heart. Who I decided to support Patrice? I've always been say, okay, I want to be CAF president. But you see, when you cause somebody gets superior qualities past you, and not to come from the same place, you don't get any taint. Now, fully independent person, and not be somebody who say they're very desperate, so you won't do there forever. You know, that's been our brother's keeper. They come point out to me, say, man, now, if I say for Africa, Nigeria, I just want to get all the position. When I just get president of Africa Development Bank, when I president of African Exim Bank, when I want to get WTO just now, when I be deputy general secretary United Nations, wait no longer a day. That's one of my colleagues jokingly tell me. Now what did he tell me? Because instead, make it a FIFA Council. FIFA Council, they very, very important. As important as the CAF presidency. Now key council, now they're all the decisions for football they take. At the FIFA committee, it's different from council. Council may be the main thing. Let me up put my 10 days, make an enter council, make a support Patrice. It's credible. Nobody is not going to get those new friends because now mind don't make himself. Nobody, if you can tell us, take this small thing. Nobody. He don't need anything from anybody. If they give, yafa. So now that kind of person, you see him now. The guy, what I want to understand. I know they lie, I know they. You understand?
No,
he gets superior qualities. So I go support them and I go queue behind them and I go wait for my time. I not get any regret. And I know you talk this one, I consulted far and wide before reaching the decision.
Okay, so as we go, Christmas not far again. This year will be like people will be saying enter boats. They go far. All of a sudden our capitano come talk say, but I say my water don't they shake the water or no God may pray or anything where you know may you pray. But like play, we don't still see the end of the year. What will be the message where you want to give to Nigerian fans, the sporting media, the football community, and one wish where you get for the Nigerian? You don't say me, my love for the league. See, it berekete, it scatter for ground. What is the message you get for the league? As you also pass your Christmas message to everybody within the sports community.
Oh, make them keep loving Nigeria. I made them stay tuned. At least we don't get one big partner now. We will change. I will put pressure on the management, the league management. I will sustain my pressure on them because the league are the future of our destiny. Not there. Because if you look at our league, now they provide defenders for Super Eagles. Because those boys, they're raw. They boot your leg and you will fly. So, and that's why we give Ghana Motor, give Eguavo Motor. So, not be to Motor, they go arrange themselves. Now, Motor, they move from one point to the other, one league venue to the other. In ensuring they scout and see very good players. So, to me, and Nigerians generally, one can not vex. I take a beg on it, man, not vex. Every decision I take now for the interest of the country. I know they do it because of any personal interest. Not I never hear. They say we collect small thing from Ghana. Me and Ghana no go fit. You no go fit talk that one. Nobody, agent or nobody, they can't near me because in all modesty, they not get past me. So God don't bless me. I do okay. So I'm not going to follow anybody sitting and they talk about that sharing. I'm not going to do that kind of thing. You know. So they just say whatever decision with the NFF they take, now in the best interest of this country, because the future will always prove it. Today we feel the best, but the future will prove it. Any decision we don't take here today, now because of the interest of this country. So may they not vex, may they see us. She can say borrowing, no, we're gonna carry in our hand, forgive us. Then we'll go move forward. Yeah, for Christmas, more pray till we read that day because this year has been a year of good, bad, and ugly. So we could just pray, read the end of the year, then enter next year with new hope, new horizon, and may them keep supporting us and supporting the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right, so as we go, there's Forbes say Patrice is worth $2.4 billion in dollars. Amaju, how much are you worth in dollars?
I thank God, I beg, I not day. I thank God.
You're what? I thank God.
All
right, thank you very much.
It's a Legbete TV Radio.